sees an animal on this vase? Put your finger on your nose. Very good. Okay, on the count of 3, we're all going to say what this animal is. 1, 2, 3.
Tiger!
Exactly, it's a tiger. And this is a vase from Korea. We're now in the Korea gallery. And this tiger has something in his mouth, and you may not recognize what it is, but look in his mouth and then look down to the ground. Do you all see something in the tiger's mouth? Can you see it? This tiger is smoking a long pipe. Now, when we start stories here, we say once upon a time. But in Korea, children say, when tigers smoked long pipes. Can you all say that? When tigers smoked long pipes. That's how they start their stories, and so that's how we'll start our story today. But today we're all going to be tigers, so tigers have what?
Claws.
Everybody get your claws out. Tigers have big claws. And tigers, if they want to jump, you looking at me? Look at me so you know what the tiger does in this story. He wiggles and waggles and wiggles and waggles. Can everybody wiggle and waggle? And then staying just in one place, the tiger wiggles and waggles and jumps. Wiggles and waggles and wiggles and waggles and jumps all in one place. You are terrific tigers. Okay, follow me, and we have something else to look at. This is a beautiful robe from Korea. What color do you see on this robe? Yeah, very good. And yellow and green and white, so many colors. And what do you see here in the middle? What are those?
Flowers.
And in our story, which has the tiger, get your tiger ready. It's a quiet tiger, though, and it wriggle-raggles, and just in its own same place it goes. Yeah. And in our story, there are gardens with beautiful flowers. Remember how we start stories in Korea? When tigers smoked long pipes. There were 5 little families with 5 little gardens, and there were grandmas and moms and dads and children. And one of the families had a little tiny puppy. Does anybody have a puppy at home? Pretend you have a little puppy and pet your little puppy. Good job. Pet your little puppy. That's really good. Nice little puppy. And hold it in your arm because it's such a sweet, good doggy. What a good doggy. So the puppy is really little in our story. But the tiger, get your tiger ready. The tiger is huge. And he goes wiggle, waggle, wiggle, 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 waggle, and he jumps. Now, long ago, these families lived together on the edge of a wood, and there was a great big tiger in the woods, and they were afraid that tiger might come and get them. So they built big, tall walls, as big as this wall here, around their houses and their beautiful gardens full of flowers to keep them safe. But one of the walls had a little tiny hole in it, and it was the wall of the house where the little beautiful puppy lived. And that puppy liked to stick his head right out the hole and look around. He would like to look, a rabbit does jump, he would like to look every single direction and see what was going on in the world outside. Well, one day when the puppy had his face outside the hole, the big tiger came walking, and he saw that puppy. That would make a delicious snack for me. So he took his tiger hand and he reached towards the puppy, but the puppy popped his head back inside the hole. And then the tiger reached his hand inside the hole and reached around. But the puppy kept stepping back, so the tiger couldn't get him. So the tiger said, if I want to get that puppy for my lunch, I'm going to have to jump over the wall. So get your tiger ready. And remember, you're jumping in one place quietly. And he wiggle-waggled, and he jumped. But oh no, what happened? The puppy saw him land, and the little puppy ran right through his legs, right through the hole in the wall to the other side. And the puppy was so happy at the trick he played on the tiger, he went, yip, yip, yip. Can you all say yip? Good job, just one time. And then the tiger said, now the puppy's on the other side of the wall and I'm too big to fit through the hole. I'm gonna have to jump again. And so get your tigers ready. He wiggle waggled, and he jumped. Oh no, what did the puppy do? The puppy ran right between his legs and right through the hole again. And he said all together, just one time together, yip, 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 yip. One time quietly, because he was so happy that he had tricked the tiger. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it faster this time. So now really fast, wiggle waggle. Ready, tigers? Wiggle waggle, wiggle waggle, and jump. But what did the puppy do? He ran right through his legs, right through the little hole, and he went real quietly, yip, 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 went the puppy. And this went on all afternoon, with the puppy running through the hole and the tiger going one last time, wiggle waggle, wiggle waggle, wiggle waggle, and jump. And finally, the tiger was so exhausted, he fell sound asleep in the middle of the road. And all the people in the village were so happy to see the tiger sound asleep. They tied very gently some rope around his mouth. They tied his paws together. They put a pole right through his legs and carried him upside down, tiptoeing to a boat. They put him in the little boat and rowed him across the river. Took him off on the other side and gently untied his mouth and untied his paws and got back in the boat, and they went home. And when they got home, all the grandmas had been busy making juicy, delicious meat dumplings. Have any of you ever eaten a juicy, delicious meat dumpling? No. Well, it's a juicy, delicious thing that Korean people like to eat. And they had a big party, and every single one of them got to pick up the little puppy. Pick up your little puppy and hold your little puppy. And they got to feed him a juicy, delicious dumpling. Now, puppies don't usually get to have dumplings, but this puppy was the hero of the day because he had helped them get rid of the scary, scary tiger so they could all live happily ever after. Clap for yourselves for being great tigers. Hooray!